everybody, welcome! Today we're making a Hawaiian orange balsamic glazed grilled chicken with grilled pineapple on ciabatta loaf. So I have a whole ciabatta loaf which we will slice horizontally and open it up. I have 1.5 pounds of chicken breast or white meat chicken that I've sliced into small pieces like this. I have marinated it overnight in a buttermilk brine. You can find the recipe in the description. So that's the first marinade. Now for our sandwich, I have 3 to 4 slices of pineapple that we will be grilling. And for our orange balsamic glaze, I have 4 tablespoons of orange juice, 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of brown mustard, a teaspoon of paprika, 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar, and some olive oil. I have here Hawaii cheese slices that we'll be using on our sandwich, and some tomato, onions, and lettuce. So let's get started by preparing our glaze. So I have a little sauce pot here, and I'm just going to add all of the glaze ingredients. So there's the oil, the brown sugar, garlic powder, balsamic vinegar, paprika, orange juice, and lastly the brown mustard. You can substitute this for dry mustard, works just as well. So we're essentially just going to cook this down a little till we get a slightly thickened sauce that we can use to glaze our chicken and the pineapple. Make sure you cook this on low flame for 3 to 4 minutes. After bringing your marinade or a glaze to a boil, lower the heat and let this simmer for a couple of minutes. Then you turn it off and set it aside to cool. So we're going to start first. While our marinade is on the stove, I'm going to start slicing my bread. I'm holding it down and slicing it horizontally. Since we're going to be layering the whole loaf, you want to do it very carefully and slice it almost evenly in half. There you go. Now that our bread is ready, we'll start working on our chicken. I've coated all of the chicken in some of my glaze, which is now warm on the stove. I'm going to set that aside till we prepare our bread. I have here our loaf. I've taken some olive oil, a brush. Just going to gently brush the bread down with some oil. Okay, that should be sufficient. I have our grill here that is hot. I'm going to put the loaf face down. Give it a couple of minutes so you get those nice grill marks. Now that our bread is lightly grilled, we're going to start grilling our pineapple. We're going to lightly brush each slice with some of the glaze and place it on the grill. Let's grill one side, and I'm basting the second side with the glaze. We'll give it about 3-4 minutes till we get grill marks. Our pineapple is now ready. See how beautiful that looks? It can be pretty tender because it's now half cooked. Taking it off. And I'm going to add the chicken. Now we chose to add our chicken last only because we don't want to mix raw meat with the bread or the pineapple. Midway through grilling, just glaze it with a little more of the glaze. Stop moving it, please. My chicken aside, it's grilled. We can now start assembling our sandwich. So we start with some lettuce leaves. You don't want to add too many because that might make the sandwich unstable. So just a few for the crunch. Onions. I've sliced them really thin. Tomato. You want to space them out a little bit so things are not toppling over. Another slice of onion right here, and maybe a tomato. Okay, then I have my Hawaiian cheese. Now you can choose to lightly grill the cheese, not grill, but just put it in the oven under the broiler so it gets a little melty. You can choose to do that because this cheese melts really well. So once you grill it, then we can assemble the chicken and the pineapple. So I stuck this in the oven under the broiler for a couple minutes. The cheese is melted and browned. I am cracking some pepper, and now we can start layering our chicken. Grill marks up, facing up. How beautiful that looks. And finally, the pineapple that we grilled. It's really tender because it is essentially cooked on the grill. So you might want to handle it very carefully. And there you have it, your Hawaiian orange balsamic glazed grilled chicken with grilled pineapple on a ciabatta loaf is now ready to eat. So you just have to slice it into individual pieces, and you'll have a wonderful party. Enjoy!